Hey everyone! Ever wished you could speak English as smoothly as your favorite movie character or understand native speakers without breaking a sweat? You're not alone. So many learners hit a plateau, feeling stuck and unsure how to level up their English. But guess what? You're in the right place to break through that barrier. Hi, I'm Emma, and welcome to the English learning community. In this video, we're going to supercharge your English fluency, focusing on speaking, listening, and even giving your writing a boost. Now, you might be thinking, another English video? What's so different about this one? Well, I'm going to share proven strategies that have helped hundreds of learners just like you unlock their full English potential. We're not just talking about textbook exercises here. We're talking about practical techniques you can use in real-life conversations, whether you're chatting with friends, giving a presentation, or even just watching your favorite English show. By watching this video, you'll learn how to actively train your ears to understand fast-paced English, discover simple yet effective ways to build your vocabulary and speak with more confidence, and pick up some clever tricks to enhance your written English and make it sound more natural. Think about it. Confidently expressing yourself in English, understanding complex conversations effortlessly, and writing with clarity and flair. Sounds pretty amazing, right? And that's not all. At the end of this video, I'll reveal one simple but powerful strategy that will completely transform the way you approach English learning. This one tip alone is a game changer, so you definitely don't want to miss it. So, are you ready to take your English to the next level? Let's dive in. The cobblestones, worn smooth by centuries of footfalls, gleamed under the weak autumn sun. A crisp wind rustled the leaves of the ancient plane trees that lined the narrow street, scattering them like golden confetti. This was Amelia's favorite place in the world, the old town. Today, she was showing it to her cousin, Liam, who was visiting from Canada. Trailing behind them, sketchbook in hand, was her quiet friend, Daniel. "So, this is it, huh?" Liam said, his voice tinged with awe. He adjusted his backpack and craned his neck, taking in the towering, half-timbered houses that leaned towards each other as if whispering secrets. "It's like stepping back in time." Amelia smiled. "Exactly. Some of these buildings are older than your entire country." Daniel, ever the historian, chimed in. "That one." He pointed to a particularly crooked building with a bright red door, dates back to the 15th century. "It used to be a bakery, apparently." "No way," Liam exclaimed, snapping a picture. Amelia, noticing Daniel's quiet observation, nudged him gently. "Tell him about the ghost stories associated with that bakery, Dan." Daniel, startled by the sudden attention, blushed slightly. "Well, local legend says the baker's wife still haunts the place. They say, if you stand outside at midnight, you can smell freshly baked bread." He trailed off, fiddling with his charcoal pencil. Liam's eyes widened. "Seriously? That's creepy. But cool." He looked from Daniel to Amelia, a grin spreading across his face. "All right. Lead the way. Tour guides." What else have you got? They continued down the winding street, the air thick with the scent of wood smoke and cinnamon. Amelia pointed out the old apothecary with its dusty window display of antique bottles and the tiny, cluttered bookshop that sold first editions. Liam, brimming with questions, bombarded them with inquiries about the history of each building, the local customs, and even the best place to get a cup of coffee. Daniel, initially hesitant, began to warm up, offering insightful comments and quirky anecdotes. As they reached a small square dominated by a weathered stone fountain, Amelia realized they hadn't decided on where to eat lunch. So, she began, I was thinking we could either grab some street food from the market, or there's a charming little bistro just around the corner. It's a bit pricier, but the food is delicious. Liam shrugged. Street food sounds good to me. More authentic, you know? Daniel, however, looked slightly apprehensive. I'm not sure about street food. I have a sensitive stomach. Amelia bit her lip, caught between her desire to please both of them and the growing rumble in her own stomach. Okay. How about this? We check out the market. If there's something Dan feels comfortable with, we'll eat there. Otherwise, we head to the bistro. Liam and Daniel readily agreed. The market was a vibrant explosion of colors and smells, with vendors hawking everything from hand-woven scarves to exotic spices. The air was thick, with the aromas of grilling sausages, frying onions, and sweet pastries. Liam, ever the adventurous one, was immediately drawn to a stall selling spicy sausages. Daniel, however, wrinkled his nose at the strong smells and clutched his stomach. Maybe not, he mumbled. Amelia patted his arm reassuringly. Bistro it is, then. As they sat in the warm, inviting bistro, sipping steaming cups of hot chocolate, Amelia felt a sense of contentment wash over her. She had managed to navigate a minor conflict, ensuring everyone was happy, and she'd done it all in English, Liam's native tongue. She realized that her fluency had improved significantly over the years, not just in terms of vocabulary and grammar, but also in her ability to navigate social situations and express herself clearly and confidently. Liam, oblivious to Amelia's internal musings, was regaling them with stories about his life in Canada. Daniel, now relaxed and comfortable, listened attentively, occasionally interjecting with thoughtful comments. The afternoon sunlight streamed through the window, casting a warm glow on their faces. As Amelia watched them, she thought about how the old town, with its winding streets and ancient stories, had brought them closer together. It was a place of connection, a place of history, and, for her, a place of constant learning and growth. Speaking practice. Practice speaking this sentence aloud. The cobblestones, worn smooth by centuries of footfalls, gleamed under the weak autumn sun. Pay attention to the pronunciation of each word and the overall rhythm of the sentence. Vocabulary explanation. 1. Cobblestones. Small, rounded stones used for paving streets. Example. The street was paved with uneven cobblestones. 2. Apothecary. A historical name for a pharmacist or a pharmacy. Example. He bought some herbal remedies from the old apothecary.